For 2.5 centuries, Château de Purnon's sublime bridge has been guarded by 2 lions. Carved in stone, facing outwards, protectors of the domain. Weathered by the centuries, crumbling and falling apart, their future was uncertain. Since arriving here over 5 years ago, one question has lingered in our minds. What will become of Purnon's majestic protectors? This week, we take the emotional first steps in shaping the future of the lions. And for the first time in its history, new guardians rise to watch over the Château domain.
Well, it is a big day here at the Chateau because finally we are starting the process of the restoration of these magnificent lions that guard Purnon's bridge, but they are in a terribly tired condition, and I'm here with the sculptor who has been put in charge of the restoration. Donc, Yannick, c'est un grand jour pour le Château aujourd'hui.
Oui, c'est un grand jour. On va démonter les lions pour les refaire à l'identique. Donc on va les déposer en fait du pont, les apporter à l'atelier pour pouvoir commencer à travailler sur la restitution. Donc la restitution, ça va être d'abord un travail de moulage. On va essayer de mouler déjà les restes qu'on a en place. Ils ont déjà subi une restauration, une confortation des vestiges. Donc là, on voit que les pierres se sont fissurées.
Oui.
Donc elles ont été consolidées. On va pouvoir l'apporter à l'atelier, le mouler, refaire une restitution, refaire une proposition qu'on va soumettre à l'architecte et qui va la valider, jusqu'à refaire le modèle en pierre comme on avait fait pour les bustes l'année dernière.
Oui.
Voilà.
Ce sera compliqué parce qu'ils sont très fatigués, il
Oui.
reste pas beaucoup de...
Il n'y a pas beaucoup de vestiges, effectivement.
Oui.
On a quand même de belles traces. On a la queue, la crinière, on a les yeux. Donc
Oui.
on peut situer les yeux.
Oui, les yeux.
On a un morceau de la mâchoire ici, avec certainement des percements entre les dents.
Okay.
On a des vestiges de pattes, donc là
Oui.
on a une patte qui pourra servir de modèle pour les autres. Voilà.
Oui.
Donc on a quand même des traces, on a les côtes ici qui apparaissent.
Oui.
On a en gros le modelé des lions, donc on ne part pas avec que des inconnus, c'est-à-dire qu'on va pouvoir faire une restitution à partir de modèles existants aussi ailleurs et de même période, et donc on va pouvoir faire une restitution assez fidèle, je pense.
Ok. Et pour aujourd'hui, pour le démonter aujourd'hui, ce sera compliqué, non, parce qu'il y a beaucoup de morceaux.
Ça sera, alors c'est en morceaux, mais ça a été consolidé, comme je disais avant, par un restaurateur, donc on a quand même figé certains morceaux qui ne pourront pas tomber. Par contre, on a des gros morceaux effectivement qui vont se défaire, ça sera plus facile pour nous pour les démonter.
Okay.
Et puis après, en atelier, on va les replacer et on va faire un moulage de l'ensemble. Donc on pourra travailler après sur un plâtre, ça sera beaucoup plus simple que de travailler sur des vestiges. Surtout que les vestiges, on tend à les conserver après en lapidaire au sein du château pour avoir une trace de l'origine, quoi, voilà.
Okay.
Toujours.
Wow, donc ce sera un procès incroyable. Et ça va prendre combien de temps?
Alors là, on a quand même environ 3 mois de travail. Entre le début, entre le démontage et la pose ici, il faut compter au moins 3 mois de travail par lion. Voilà.
Peut-être début de l'année prochaine.
Voilà, ça serait
Noël.
ça. Oui, voilà, ça serait. Alors moi, j'avais dit à Monsieur Didier février.
Okay,
je pourrais pas plus. En fait, je l'ai su il y a 2 semaines qu'on venait ici.
Oui, ok.
Donc voilà.
Oui, super, merci beaucoup. On est très contents de ce travail.
C'est un très beau projet. Hein.
Oui.
C'est vraiment un très beau projet. Et puis des lions avec des vestiges dans cet état, c'est intéressant parce qu'il y a un travail de recherche et c'est ce qui nous passionne dans notre métier aussi.
Oui, okay.
Voilà.
Perfect. Well, there we go. We are so excited that we have reached this stage and that this restoration is actually going to be possible. And I must say that this restoration is possible with the thanks to a generous donor who is accompanying us on this journey. So a huge thank you to her, and we will keep you updated every step of the way. Merci.
Merci.
For the first time in its history, Château de Purnon is about to have a domain-wide integrated security system, thanks to our friends at Reolink, who've helped us overcome the challenges of getting security to all areas of the domain, even those without any access to electricity or Wi-Fi.
So we are at one of the chateau's main entrances, and we are just under a kilometre away from the chateau, hence the complications of installing security with access to power, Wi-Fi and so on, which doesn't exist. So these systems are incredible because they're going to be run by solar actually, but they've been charged up now and are ready to go, and so we just need to find the right location for them, babe.
Okay, so it needs to be in a spot where it's got an unobstructed view of the driveway,
Yep.
so I can see any cars coming and going.
Exactly.
And obviously it's powerful enough that it can read the number plates of the cars, so it's really a very good security measure.
Yeah, I guess the question is, do we put it on the front or on the side?
So the gate really presents no problem because it's going to be higher than the gate when it opens and closes.
Yeah.
So it's really just where in the column we want to put it.
Can you turn the camera around to face the driveway and I'll see how much of the drive it gets? You know, I reckon that's a really good spot, or even one higher.
One higher? What about one higher?
That-
So if it goes too high, is it difficult for it to be able to read the plate of a car that stopped?
No, it will follow the movement.
Right, okay.
And so actually that height is amazing because I can see the whole way down this driveway to the road, and I don't know how long this is, it's very long. So if we put it there, and if the solar sits in the little nook behind it, because that's facing
Here, around here?
like just on the wall in front of you basically, yeah, it will still, that will get a lot of sun. It gets like the beautiful morning sun, and it gets a heap of southern sun as well.
And how far can the solar panel be from the thing?
Quite long.
Right.
If it went on the other side, it's facing southwest, that would be okay. There's obviously been a big bar going through here at some stage with a bigger gate.
A big what?
A bar going across with a bigger gate.
Yeah.
You know, we could use that to bring the cable through for
Yeah,
the
we
solar.
could. That's a great idea. Okay, so let's start with the template.
Do you want me to show you a feature that I love?
You always love a feature.
Talk. Ready for this?
Yes.
Tim, what are you doing here?
Step away from the cookie jar.
The gendarmes are on their way.
Oh, look,
I can see you.
Piro.
I see you, I see you, I see you.
Well, you should see me.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to test the alarm. You might want to not be too close to it. I don't know how loud the alarm is, so... Wow. Oh, there's a torch, so I've turned the light on.
All right, well, do you want to put the other one up or do you want to put the solar panel up?
I wouldn't mind putting the solar up.
So there's only the smallest of gaps to
Oh
get...
yeah, okay, I'll thread it through.
Yeah, hang on, I've got it, I can see it. Okay, it's connected.
Okay, we're on, we're in. We're
We're
done.
You need the ladder back to get down.
It's not very comfortable up here. It's a bit scary. The stonework here is not very stable. Well, last night we had our first night ever in the history of the chateau that it has had an integrated security system, and I would love to stand here and say I got the best night's sleep of my life, but in fact it was not the case at all. I had the sensitivity of the camera way too high, and through here is an absolute animal highway, and so I got notifications every single time an animal walked past our driveway, and it had me obsessed. I was watching wild boar and deer cross the driveway all night long. I have now changed the sensitivity, and there is actually a setting in the app where you can unselect animals. So now I have this just for people and cars, and I think tonight I will sleep a lot better knowing the domain is protected without getting the notifications every time an animal walks past, and then not getting obsessed with watching the animal safari happening out the front gates. Well, this is so incredibly bizarre, don't you think, Toof? There's so many things missing, isn't there? We're missing our partner in crime, we're missing our 2 lions. And I have to say, this has only just happened and it has been an incredibly emotional ride for me, because this is a place where Tim and I spend a huge amount of time. We spend a lot of time out here talking, and the lions it's felt like the lions have sort of been sitting here protecting us, and they are gone, and it is a big change. They are not gone forever. Getting them down today was incredibly complicated. They were very fragile with cracks the whole way through. And so our sculptor, who is the same sculptor who actually did the royal busts that sit on Purnon's roof now, has taken them away. And this is an incredibly exciting stage of the restoration. And of course, we will keep you updated every step of the way. Now, the other thing this week, another huge milestone for the chateau, having the domain now completely protected, and it couldn't have come at a better time with Truth and I here to fend for ourselves, and so it has been wonderful to have that sense of security. And a huge thank you to our friends at Reolink who made this possible. It really shows us that if we take our time to consider our decisions carefully, the right solution really does present itself, because the other options of running long electrical cables almost a kilometre up to the driveways was really not an option. And so we now have the perfect option that is wireless, it has Wi-Fi, we can view the cameras everywhere. The functionality of these cameras is unbelievable, and we are so grateful to Reolink for supporting us on this journey. But that's it for this week, and as always, if you would like to follow the restoration of Château de Purnon more closely, we post an exclusive weekly video for our YouTube and Patreon members. We post frequent updates on Instagram. Otherwise, just hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and we will keep you updated here. Won't we, Truth? And then Papa Tim will be home. Yes, he'll be back soon.